and back on the gold standard. Fuck you, they make too much money on it. There's too much money being made by printing this stuff. And the bankers are the ones who get it. And the whole system is, if a central bank, like the Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank, crashes, the taxpayer bails them out anyway. So it's the middle class and poor that pay for it. And our school system is complicit. They're like the accomplices because they don't teach you about money. And what our school system teach you is, go to school, but don't you make mistakes. Well, how the fuck do you learn if you don't make a mistake? You know what I mean? A baby can't walk unless it falls down. You can't learn to ride a bicycle unless you fall down. And that's why most professionals, like doctors and lawyers, they don't call their business a business. They call it a practice. Right, Mr. Attorney? They practice on you. So my wife and I created a board game so you could practice with fake money. Because how many people in this room have ever lost money? It's not fun, is it? It's horrifying. But that's why your spirit's going to be strong so you come back here. So anyway, this is going to get worse. Because America's big problem today is, there's a 71, Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. Now America is the biggest debtor nation in world history. Never been in more debt. And the only way debt is created is by treasury bonds. So they create treasury bonds and they sell it to Japan, China, South Africa, you and me. And what's happening right now, because the US debt is so bad, the Chinese, those bastards, I don't blame them, they're dumping our bonds and they're buying gold. So you got to beat them to the punch and go to gold yourself or Bitcoin. But they're dumping trash and going for gold and silver. The trouble with that is when they dump the bonds, America cannot print any more money. So we're stuck in this thing. I don't know what's going to happen, but to me, it's scary. I talk to my brothers and sisters, oh, don't worry, I got a job. I'm like, unemployment is going through the roof. AI is coming. And like I said, in Phoenix, there's a company called Waymo, and it's driverless. And just in the world of transportation, 35% of all jobs are drivers. So that guys have Uber out here and all that. So when AI kicks in, a lot of times the technicians in the operating room and all that, they don't need a human being anymore. So the odds are unemployment's going to keep going up. Odds going to keep, and the way they solve the problem is to print more money. So we're in this death cycle right now, that's what it's called, okay? So the purpose of the casual board game is engage all four intelligences, make all your mistakes on the game board, not all, but you make them there, learn how to make them. But so I'm going to go back to this here. What are your four assets? I had the guy on macro, George Kemp talking about the economy is going this way, debt's going this way, and all this stuff. Most guys on YouTube are macro guys. But the question comes down to you. So you're watching all this macro crap going on. Well, what are you going to do about it? So that's why we have this board game here. If that guy George Gammon was macro, this is micro. This is Martin Sweet right here. What is Martin going to do? What are you guys going to do? That's micro. And then you take control of your life again. But if you're not micro, if you're not controlling this here, the government's controlling it for you. Okay, so that's why this is micro. And the objective of the game was to get down to the four asset classes business, real estate, paper. And most of the poor and middle, or the middle class is in paper, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, ETFs. If it's good, it's good. The trouble is they can print it. I don't like things printed. And then you have commodities. So let me show it to you again. This is paper. It's called the Rand. It's not any good than, even toilet paper is not as comfortable as toilet paper, So the object is when you work for this here, your job is to get back here. The purpose of the game is get you here. So just now I bought a house last week, and they wanted $4.5 million for it. All I did was I took gold, which I've been paying. I paid $300 for the gold, and today gold is $3,500. So let's say it was 300, so 10 times. So it was $4.5 million for the home. I cashed in gold. My fixed cost for the gold was $450,000. So $450,000 went to $4.5 million. Not because gold went up, but this shit came down. People, I'm gonna raise it if you understand what I'm saying right now. Okay. If I had not come down to this here, I'd be in debt trying to pay off $4.5 million, all that stuff here. So it's called the time value of money. When you get gold here, so let me ask you this. It's 100 Rand, let's say it's $100. What do you think the $100 be worth in 10 years? Nothing. And so if you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it says the rich don't work for money. What the rich are attempting to do is get to an asset that produces income. And with that income, you produce more income. Make sense, Mark? Okay, so you start with a business.